If you're a postpartum mom, your kids are little, you're back at work, and dinners is one of those things that you really struggle with because you get home and it's just chaos. You pick up the kids, you come home, and you're like, okay, what do I make for dinner? I'm gonna give you 3 meals that are super simple, less than 5 ingredients that I want you to start making. The beauty in this is all these meals can use the same meat, okay? So I'm gonna use ground beef for my example, lean ground beef, but you can also use ground turkey. You could get wild and use chicken too, but I just think beef or turkey makes more sense with these. Number 1 is what I'm eating right here, pasta night. We're gonna throw it back to the 90s, okay? Spaghetti, but instead of doing spaghetti noodles, we're using whole wheat rotini. I just think they're better, but again, just subbing whole wheat rotini versus like the white rotini doesn't make a big difference in the taste. Your kids will probably still eat it. My kids love this. All it is whole wheat rotini, lean ground beef, Rayo's marinara sauce. Love that as a pasta sauce. And then you can add some cheese on top. And I also usually have broccoli with this as well. So there you go. Complete meal that's like less than 5 ingredients. Super easy. Make a big batch of it so you have it for lunch the next day. The key is to cook every ingredient separately. So you're not going to just throw everything into one pot, okay? Because you might have a kid who doesn't want the sauce, someone who doesn't want the meat, right? The different priorities, different preferences. So we're gonna do 1 big pot of pasta. I do 2 big boxes of the noodles, and then we're gonna cook up the beef on the side. Now the beautiful thing is if you're gonna use beef or turkey, if you wanna use the same meat, keep it simple with all the meals, you can just cook up 3 pounds of beef right now and batch it so you have it for each of your meals, okay? And then you're gonna keep the sauce separate. So then you can just combine everything at the end. Meal number 2 is taco bowls. So again, we're gonna take the beef. We're gonna cook up a batch of rice, beef, and we're gonna cut up some lettuce or just buy a thing of spring mix. That's what I have in my fridge. Dice up some tomatoes and cheese. You can have shells on the side if your kids prefer taco shells, but then you can make a taco bowl for you and your husband, and then your kids get tacos. Easy win. Again, cook everything separately. Meal number 3 is gonna be a burger bowl. Very similar to the taco bowl, except we're adding in a burger sauce. So this is really easy. You can just Google Big Mac sauce, but it's really just like a mayo, ketchup, mustard. I prefer the little bitty red potatoes. So you're gonna do red potatoes, ground beef, cheese, your Big Mac sauce, lettuce, tomato, and onion. Maybe that's more like 6 ingredients, but still very simple. You can easily batch prep this for the week. Make a sheet pan of potatoes, make a big thing of rice, make a big thing of pasta, make a big thing of ground beef. And then once the ground beef is just seasoned with salt and pepper, you can separate it out and then you can season it for each meal. Then add the sauce to it for your pasta, add taco seasoning to a section of it for your taco meat, and then add like a burger spice or even just garlic and onion for your burger bowls. So easy and so customizable to picky kids. I usually then have a couple cans of green beans in our pantry that I throw on for my kids' plates if they don't want the broccoli or don't want the like lettuce, that kind of thing. And you can mix it up. You can do shredded chicken in the crock pot for the tacos. You can do ground turkey for the bowls. You can do French fries instead of potatoes. The point is that we keep it simple and we don't do these crazy recipes online. This is not the season for that. Hope this helps.